is trying to get other people to consume our stuff. The bait they use to weaponize progress. Let's break it down. Good morning. That was the intro. It had all the answers, by the way, just so people understand how I do this. It had all the answers. I changed up the order a little bit, but that had all the answers of everything that I'm talking about today. All of them. Now we're just going to explain them. Now we're going to break it down. Now we're going to discuss how I got to all this knowledge and the path that I did. And I want you guys to explore it with me and see what you think. I challenge you to challenge my knowledge. I encourage you to take notes. I encourage you to write it down. And see if you agree or disagree. See if it applies to you. See what you can apply it to. And be like, wait a minute. And every time you have that feeling, keep exploring. Keep seeking. And keep trying to go further and further and further. All right. So grab a drink. Let's do this. I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds right now. I'm gonna warm my coffee. 30 seconds. Grab something right now. 30 seconds. Go. All right, here we go. So let's talk about progress metrics. Are small progress metrics only there to serve as fuel to keep us going while we are on our journey to the end storyline? Are small progress metrics only there to serve as fuel? What does that even mean, guys? What does progress metrics as fuel mean? What are small progress metrics? Are they really just there to serve us? To keep us going? What is fuel? Let's start there. What is fuel, guys? Right now, most of us have an answer that we attach to something else. We attach it to the concepts that we understand. By the way, this is explaining how all of you can learn, just so you guys, if you guys really want to break this down. So we attach things to things that we understand. That's the real benefit of always trying to move forward, of exploring new things, because then you can conceptualize things through new formats. But what you're going to realize for most of you is that the reason why we need terms, or the reason why we use these things, is actually for other people. It's not for ourselves, because you understand it, but we can't explain it to other people. So that's why today I'm using the term fuel for all of you, not for myself, just so you guys understand, but for all of you. It helps me conceptualize this even further, but I understand what I'm talking about without it. So think about that, guys. What is fuel? Fuel is something that lets another thing keep moving. It provides energy. It provides energy. Think about it as logically and as simple as coffee. What is coffee's main purpose? There's a lot. It could even be just a drink that you have with your girl, right? But it lets us have a little bit more energy in whatever we're doing, temporarily. It blocks things that can make us tired, or things that could do that, so that we can just move forward in a short burst without experiencing that feel, so that nothing can stop us. Do you guys understand? Essentially, coffee is just fuel that lets us walk a little further. Most of you would probably have thought of, when I say what's fuel, you would think of like fuel that you use in your car, or a fuel that you use in anything that requires a resource so that you can use it. You guys understand? That's essentially what fuel is. It's a resource that lets us use something so that we can walk a little further. So what if we started conceptualizing progress metrics as just fuel? Think about it. Like every like, every comment, every view, every single thing like that, as it's fuel. Every dollar that you earn, all those things, you guys understand? I'm saying everything. Doesn't matter how big or small you think it is. I'm saying anything that is a progress metric. I call them small progress metrics because for me, this is the answer, is they are small. But for all of you, I consider small progress metrics, you guys still put on a pedestal. You guys still value extremely highly. It's because they change your criteria of what matters. You guys understand? And I'm saying that's part of what I talked at the beginning of this video, is because I realized that were starting to change. They were starting to tip the scales of balance. They were starting to make these small progress metrics matter more again for me. And yet I'm saying they're always just fuel. That means that their purpose, their worth, their value is always the same. Do you guys understand? It's binary. It's a check mark. It's yes or no. So how can it be that their worth was changing, yet nothing was changed? You guys get what I'm trying to, this is awesome, by the way. I realized that the progress metrics are just binary. It's just, all it is like, hey, this makes you go one step further. That's it. Yet none of us think about it that way anymore. How can that be possible if that is what their use and purpose? I challenge all of you to think about it. Anything. Doesn't matter what it is. You can break it down like this. It doesn't matter what it is. Think about it. Why does it actually matter if you get 2 likes versus 1? What does that do? What does it actually do? We can explore every platform and be like, well, there are some hidden benefits, but really, what does it actually do? To us, to the creator who's receiving that, we're like, oh, it's a feedback response that makes us realize, because we're grading ourselves through it, that, hey, I did something better because the number went up. So that means that I'm walking a little further. Do you guys understand? That's all it is. If today we get 2 comments and normally we only get 1, we're like, oh, there's a difference. Why did we get 2 today versus 1? Do you guys understand? What if the 2 comments are just 2 people saying A, the letter A? And the other day, there was 1 comment that was actually a lengthy response that made you think, but also challenged you, but also encouraged you. Which one is better? 2 comments that say A or that one? Do you guys get it? It's not, now it's not so simple anymore. You're like, well, wait a minute, actually, how does this work then? I'm saying that both of them were just fuel. Both of them were just fuel. Yet, you see, they can start paths that deviate things. So maybe it's not as simple as we thought, but what if that's actually the problem? Because if all of a sudden now we start focusing on, well, wait a minute, now today I want to get more of those complex comments. I don't want only the simple ones. If we start focusing on that, do you guys see what I'm saying? We start focusing on that. I'm like, how can I get now more complex comments? What can I do to get more complex comments? Because it made me think, it made me develop, it challenged me. It actually made me think about things a little differently. Now it makes me want to try different things. I want that again because it's changing my progress. So how can I get that again? Do you guys see? What was our original purpose? Why are we creating our content? Why are we doing what we're doing? What was our like? What's the whole reason we do these videos, these streams, these write our posts, work our job, walk the way we do? Like that's the owl, right? But all of a sudden now, because our focus is being changed, do you guys see? We barely can see the owl anymore. Like, oh, like there's a little eye that you guys see it. Oh, I don't even see it anymore. So what I'm trying to get all of you to realize is that even if you guys have defeated a lot of the things that stopped you in the past, what they start doing is they start actually making you forget your reason, your purpose, the actual end storyline goal through progress metrics, because it fogs up what we focus on. And I'm not saying that progress is bad. I'm telling you guys, it's the answer. Do you guys see why it's this ultimate web that they've created? Because you know it's not a bad thing. I'm telling you, like, you're like, well, how can I get people to write more complex comments, that there's now a conversation, there's dialogue, there's a back and forth. Even for myself, it might help me develop my creation. It might help me view new approaches that I never even considered before. I mean, we are being molded. So is there a risk there? Yeah, because now our creation is not our own anymore. But that's another topic. But you guys see, all of a sudden now, I'm like, wait, what were we focusing? Why did you guys originally start? What was it that started this? What were you trying to accomplish? Was it really just for the progress metric? If so, you're vulnerable. If you did it for the progress metric, and I'm not saying this is cool because they nudged it to me, so I'm going to just go with it. But if you did it, if you're doing it for the progress metric, and then you create a story to justify the progress metric, then you are fully controlled. I challenge all of you to explore that. If the only reason I'm doing this is so that I get a girl, or so that more girls talk to me, and then I created a story saying that I'm doing this to heal the world, but my reason was to get girls to talk to me, do you guys understand that I'm fully controlled? Because I'm not doing it to heal the world. I'm doing it to get more girls to talk to me. I'm saying this happens to all of you because you create this like slogan. Think about all companies. You create a slogan, you create like some kind of like marketing lingo to try to justify supposedly what the end storyline goal is, but you guys got baited to focus on a progress metric. But since you were told that you shouldn't do that because otherwise people won't believe in you or support you or buy from you or do from anything that you say, you guys create a story. But the story isn't real. Do you guys understand? You make it up. I'm not saying that, like, you guys get it. If you are just doing for your real reasons, you guys don't have to create a story. Do you guys get it? You don't have to create a story because you're just doing. I want all of you to focus on this one for a second here. This is how they do it. This is how they get people to focus on the small progress metrics. They get them to create a story. And then they get lost. Because they're being controlled by the progress metric. But you guys see, they say that it's for something else. But then what happens is there's a clash. Because if I'm telling you I want to heal the world, but I'm being controlled by the girl lever, that means that anything that stops the girl lever, like if, let's say, if I do these streams and talk about these topics, I get fewer girls to talk to me. You guys understand that that means that I'm going to stop doing these things. Yet people are like, I thought you were trying to heal the world. Why did you stop doing those things? And I'm like, we're trying a new approach. It's because you're being controlled by the progress metric that they made you care about. So you see, now we got baited to try to get others to consume our things, right? Because you see like how it works. I'm telling you guys, this is how they do it to all of you. So now let's take a step back. I didn't want to get lost, but I'm throwing out things for myself because that's just, now I see how it happens to everyone. But for also other people who first time they're hearing this knowledge. So, fuel.